I just finished week 5 on 75 hard, 2 days shy of the halfway point. And I'm starting to understand why this program breaks people. I had an unexpected change, but I will tell you more about that later in the video. First, I'll show 2 days on 75 hard. I'm not going to show you all 7 because it would make the video way too long. Then I will show you how each task went for the week. And then finally, I'll do my weigh-in. So let's get started. Good morning. I'm up early reading my book and loving this book, Declutter Your Way to Success. Loving it. Have my cup of coffee. The house is quiet. Love early morning. So I'm going to have my coffee and read, and then I'll get ready for my day. For breakfast this morning, I'm having the Dan Light and Fit yogurt, 80 calories, 12 grams of protein for my protein, a third of a cup of granola for my carbohydrate. I'm having V8 heated up as my vegetable, and I mix spicy hot with the regular. And then for the main breakfast, I'm having a peanut butter oat bar. We are on our way up that mountain. It's so gorgeous when we get up there. I'll show you. We just got to the top of our afternoon hike, 958 vertical feet. The view is gorgeous, and we are so enjoying spring coming. For lunch today, I am having a very large bowl of vegetable unlimited soup for my vegetable, and you can have as much of this as you would like. I'm going to put a little hot sauce in it. I'm doing really well with my water. And then after the soup, I'm going to have this beef bean cheese burrito, and I'll put a little hot sauce on that as well. And then I'm going to have this Built Bar, which is 17 grams of protein, 140 calories. That'll count as a protein and an extra. For an afternoon snack, I'm going to have an orange for my carbohydrate, and I'm going to have this beef stick for my protein, and there's 10 grams of protein and 100 calories. I'm outside for an outdoor walk, and I believe spring is here. So excited. I'm in a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. I love it. I love springtime. Just makes me feel alive and happy. Anyway, I'm enjoying my walk. For dinner tonight, I am doing a flex meal, and I have 2 tortillas for a carbohydrate, 4 ounces of meat for my 2 proteins, and then I have a cabbage salad, and I'll probably mix them all together. And I also have some salsa that I can put on this. What I'm having tonight to watch a movie is a protein hot cocoa made with almond milk. It's about 100 calories and 12 grams of protein, and then a vanilla ice cream sandwich. And I am going to go upstairs and watch a movie. I'm up early this morning, still dark outside. So I'm reading my book, Declutter Your Way to Success, having my cup of coffee with creamer in it for an extra. And then I am going to get on my treadmill because I have church this morning. So I'm trying to get a few things done before I go to church. I got my reading done. This is my first workout that I'll be getting done. I'll have this bottle of water done. I put a load of laundry in, and after this workout, I'll get ready for church. And I feel quite accomplished this morning. I feel like I got lots done, and it feels really good. Okay, I am ready for church, but before I go, I'm going to have a yogurt for protein, a third of a cup of granola for my carbohydrate. I'm going to have V8 juice heated up for my vegetable. Then I'm going to take this peanut butter oat bar with me for after church when people are having cookies. I can have this. And then during church, I'm going to make a protein hot cocoa with almond milk for another protein. And I always drink that in church. Today for lunch, I am having a great big bowl of vegetable soup. and that will be my vegetable. I only have this water left to go. For a protein, I'm going to eat a Built Bar, this strawberry one. And then for the main lunch, I'm going to have this pepperoni pizza melt. Out for an afternoon walk. It's a little breezy, but it's not cold. And all the flowering trees are coming out, daffodils, phlox. So pretty. And like, look at in the hills, the snow is melting and the hills are greening up and spring is arriving. For a snack today, I am having this beef stick. It's 10 grams of protein and 100 calories. For dinner tonight, I am having the ravioli, and then I'm having this pita bread where I can have two of these because one pita is 60 calories, 2 grams of fiber, and 6 grams of protein. So I'm having two of these for one of my fibers. And then I cut them like this way. And on these two, I put 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese for another protein. And on this, I'm going to put this raspberry spread, and it's 0 calories. Then I'm having a spinach salad with raspberry dressing, and I'll probably use a tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon is 15 calories. So this is the end of my evening. I am having protein hot cocoa made with almond milk for my last protein. I finished reading this morning, but I just am really enjoying this book. So I am going to read a little bit more before I go to bed. And then the Nutrisystem snack that I'm having is the Nutrisystem cheesecake, and I really like these. So I'm just gonna sip my hot cocoa, read my book, and then go to bed. As you can see, my days on 75 hard are going fine. I'm keeping my head above water. So now let's break down each task, starting with the water. I know I sound like a broken record week to week, but the water really has not been a problem for me. I'm fine drinking a gallon of water. I try to get most of it in before 3 o'clock, and then that way I don't have to get up multiple times at night, but not a problem. And I know I've shared this with you before, but I'll show it again, is I got a gallon of water, emptied it out, and then actually measured a gallon and marked it, because then I use this to fill my water bottles. And when all of these are empty, I know that I've gotten all my water in. So water, not a problem. Reading's going really well. I have given up scrolling, and it's made such a positive impact on me. And I am forming a new habit of reading instead of scrolling. I love it. Also, I finished my second book, The Inner Excellence, and I'm getting to start my third book, Declutter Your Way to Success. And I'm super excited about this because I have been trying to release my junk for literally years. So whenever I find a book or a podcast or anything about giving me permission to release my clutter, I'm all over it. I love it. So I can't wait to get started on my new book. And reading is having a positive impact on me. The diet part of 75 Hard is going great for me. I follow Nutrisystem, and it's just easy for me to follow. It's not for everybody, but a lot of my food is sent to me just prepackaged, and it just takes the guesswork out. I still add my vegetables, proteins, and carbohydrates to the mix, but I just got my new shipment. So anyway, super easy for me to follow this diet and stick 100%. So the diet portion of 75 Hard, I've got it. My progress photo is by far my easiest task, but like I said last week, it's the task that almost completely derailed me. So before I go to bed at night, I check my photos just to make sure that I have this done, because it's the small things that can get us. And that saying, The little things are so easy to do and just as easy not to do. My workouts are where I actually had my unexpected breakthrough. I was feeling completely stressed out. I had no time. I felt a lack of time even before 75 hard. And now that I was doing 2 workouts, oh my goodness. So anyway, I had to buckle down. I put myself actually on a tight schedule for the first time. I work for myself, so I get to do what I want as far as scheduling my time. And I've always kind of wanted to schedule like office hours, but I never had. Well, now, if I was going to stick to this challenge, I had to make office hours. So I have been going to bed really early and getting up between 5 and 6 in the morning. And I am really getting a lot done and scheduling my day for the first time. So I think even after this challenge, I'm going to be so much better off as far as my schedule. Now I'm going to show you my weigh-in. I'll show you the start of 75 hard, and then I will show you the end of week 5. Before I do, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. So anyway, let's get to it.
My first weigh-in weight, 135 even.
128. 128 pounds. I'm down 0.6 pounds this week for a total of 7 pounds in the 5 weeks. I do have to remind myself this is not a weight loss challenge and it's not a physical fitness challenge. It is a mental toughness challenge. But we get the benefits of getting in shape, losing weight, and feeling better along the way. My takeaway this week is I always thought 75 hard was about discipline, and it is. But what I'm learning, it's also about structure, because when you have control of your time, everything else starts to fall into place. So let's do this together. I hope I see you on my next video. Have a great day.